Welcome everybody. Main Street Fire Rescue is now in service. From home, it's Matt reporting this afternoon. Little home vlog today for everybody. Why? Because I've got a little bit of, I guess you could call it breaking news, okay? Apparently, Genie Plus is having some major changes. At least that's how this is written. Now this has hit multiple different sites. The one I'm reading it from comes from www.magic.com. I'm sure everybody's going to have their own spin on this, but I can't. Normally when things are introduced, I try not to go about them right away because, how do I say this? Everybody does it. That's the one thing I've noticed in the theme park, especially the Orlando area. Something comes out, there could be 50 channels and everybody rushes to do the same thing, and it overfloods YouTube. You know, obviously people have fans and all these channels have fans, and if everybody covers the same, like for example Minions, that place has been nonstop with cameras the last couple days. It's not like Minions is temporary. Minions is going to be there a while. The cafe is going to be there a while. I don't understand the need to run out there and cover this thing when it's a permanent fixture. It's the same thing like all of the, this has been actually talked about by a few others before. Like with the festivals at Epcot. You know, the Flower and Garden, yes, is getting ready to wrap up shortly, but that thing started in March. And everybody rushed out there day one. You know, like why can't we just spread this out? So my theory is when something new comes out, I'm gonna wait a couple weeks, then we'll go cover it. Let me get some facts on it and learn about it, and then we'll go cover it. You know, maybe one day if we're able to get media pass, yeah, that'd be different. Then we'll post that. But everybody running out day one for this stuff, I don't know, just doesn't make sense, because they're flooding YouTube with it, and you know, people can only watch so much. So I feel like you have to be strategic. But anyway, I wanted to get this one though, because this is going to take effect. This is going to take effect the 27th. So next week, basically. Let's see, 23rd, 24, 25, 26. So basically Tuesday or Wednesday next week. The article is Major Change Coming to Walt Disney World with Park-Specific Options for Genie Plus. And then before that title, it says Major Genie Plus Options coming very soon. It's written out as Walt Disney World will introduce significant changes to its Genie Plus service beginning June 27th, 2023. So keep in mind, again, I know I don't have a big following yet. We're working at it. But, you know, share this out if you feel the need to, because if people are coming here, especially for the 4th of July weekend, and you have a specific budget built in, this definitely is going to impact you. Okay? So right now it says when purchasing Genie Plus, guests will have the option to select either a single park or multi-park option. Prices will vary by park and date. We've seen that before. The multi-park option will be the most expensive, imagine that, and will operate the same way as the existing Genie Plus option. For the single park Genie Plus option, there's the change. Disney's Animal Kingdom and Epcot will be priced lower than Disney's Hollywood Studio and Magic Kingdom. For example, here's the pricing. This is just example pricing. We're not sure what the overall prices are going to be yet. We can only assume the multiple. This is their excuse to charge an insane amount for the multiple parks pass. So under the example pricing, multiple parks $27, Magic Kingdom $27, Epcot $18, Disney's Hollywood Studios $24, Disney's Animal Kingdom $16. In a post official Disney Genie Plus webpage, Disney says, quote, beginning June 27th, guests at Walt Disney World Resort will now purchase Disney Genie Plus service based on how they want to visit. Guests will be able to select either a single park option or a multiple parks option subject to availability. With this update, prices may now be lower at some Walt Disney World theme parks compared to others. Disney Genie Plus is a purchase option within the Disney Genie service that makes the former Fast Pass line available at select attractions, now called Lightning Lane, and that certain headlights attractions are not part of Disney Genie Plus. The lightning lane access at those attractions requires an individual attraction purchase, which varies in price. End quote. And then learn more about Genie Plus. So, what's my take on this? Well, I can tell you all one thing right now, and this actually gives me an idea for a vlog I have coming up, an idea vlog. I actually had one filmed already, but this changes some things a little bit. What I want to do is I'm going to go to Epcot and basically these parks individually and show you why at least two of them you do not need to waste your money on this thing. You really don't. The Epcot and Animal Kingdom one are a complete waste of money. So my question then becomes, well, no, actually, you'd have to do multiple parks. So, see, that's the issue. If you have a day where you have Epcot and Animal Kingdom, you're going to those parks and you're going to have to pay the $27. But I can tell you, you can save the $27 if you have an Epcot Animal Kingdom day. You do not need that. And also, if you're going to park hop, you might as well just buy it just doesn't make sense. Magic Kingdom is $27. But the multiple parks is $27. Like, it seems odd. Again, this is called example pricing. I don't know what these things are going to be. But it's another way to take a service that not that long ago, last October basically, was $15 across the board. That's it. So we've gone from $15 to the last several weeks we've been stranded in the 20s. With some of these individual lightning lanes being around, $14, $20, $22 each. I don't know how people are going to budget this. I really don't. I mean, especially if families are coming down and they were already planning on there was the variable pricing model, but now you're going to have to figure out, how am I going to spend my money with this? Because in multiple parks, I can see that one going way up in price. I'm honestly telling you, we're going to see a $40 Genie Plus before too long. It's coming. There's no way it's not going to be announced at some point. Either that or $50. We'll see a $49 Genie Plus. It's just how things are going. People keep packing the parks, and they're buying this thing. People say they don't like it, but one way to stop this stuff, if people don't stop buying it. I'm telling you all, we experienced this during the from 2021 late 2020 to 2020, whenever they put Genie Plus in, like the end of 2021 or last year. But anyway, we had for about a year and a half at Disney World standby only. Lightning lane was gone. Anybody that visited the parks during that time knows what I'm talking about. And you know what? The lines moved. Yeah, some of them got some of them got lengthy, but nothing ever got beyond 40 minutes. You didn't see what you see now, the 90, 150, 200 minutes. The reason that happens is because you've split the lines in half, and now you have to let all these Genie Plus people through, and it does it. There's a ratio of how many guests they have to allow through that are paid lightning lane people or Genie Plus versus the standby queue, and it backs everything up to the nines. If they would get rid of this, you would be amazed at how fast the lines would go. We saw it firsthand, straight up. We would get in line like, oh my God, this looks like it's forever, and literally 10, 15 minutes you're on the ride. So I used to be a big fan of the Fast Pass. That was actually pretty cool, the way that was set up. But honestly, having no Fast Pass, no Genie Plus for a year and a half or so, we found out really hard we didn't need it, and I honestly think that's why they hurried to get that back in place, because it was obvious that when they put that in, it slows the standby line down insanely fast. But anyway, off that soapbox, if you are going after the 20th or the 27th or later, and you have an Epcot Animal Kingdom day, I'm telling you, you don't need that thing. I am going to go there hopefully in the next couple days, and I'm going to try to film a vlog and show you why you don't need to waste your money on that, because those are two parks that as it gets later in the day, the lines crater. Animal Kingdom especially. A Genie Plus, the $16 Genie Plus, again, I know that's an example, that is literally like pissing money away. If you time everything correctly at Animal Kingdom, you can ride everything with 0 issues. And I'm talking, if you get there at rope drop, and lately it's been 8 a.m., so if you get there by 7, and then even if you don't have an on-site hotel, and you get in at 8, you can still, the other day I did Navi River Journey twice, 5 minutes both times. Both times it was a walk-on. Then after that it got to be 20, 30, 40. So Navi River twice. Everybody automatically goes to Avatar, which again, stupid idea. Don't do that. I'll explain why in a second. But the wait time quickly ballooned to 119, 120 minutes. So people are burning 2 hours of their day when they could be out enjoying Dinosaur, Everest, you know, some of the other Kilimanjaro safaris, you know, all that other stuff. Kilimanjaro safaris is another one you either have to tackle early in the morning or late at night. You know, if you decide that you want to do Kilimanjaro safaris over everything else, then go grab that one first. Go get in line because it'll be 5 or 10 minutes. Then circle back around and go hit up Everest, Dinosaur. And then at the end of the day, after you come back from your nice afternoon break, go take on the rides in Avatar, and you'll wait a fraction of the time. You don't need to spend the money on this stuff. Same thing with Epcot. Epcot is no different. Epcot, you can ride, you know, if you test track, take advantage of single rider line, you can blaze right through that thing. In fact, you can ride test track multiple times while you walk past the same people that have been standing in line for an hour. What else is in Epcot? Spaceship Earth, as the day goes on, it has a little wait time. Living with the Land, again, afternoon times, no wait. Figment, no wait, hardly throughout the day. The biggest ones that you're going to find are Test Track, Frozen, and, well, Guardians has a virtual queue, so that's kind of out, unless you pay for that lightning lane. So again, Epcot, it's kind of pointless. And if you're park hopping, again, it's all about strategy. After 5:30, go back to Animal Kingdom. Because it's late and nearly closing, you can knock out Navi River Journey and Avatar Flight of Passage with, again, minimal waits. And then as soon as the park is closed, zip back to Epcot and polish up any rides you didn't get on there. Soarin' late in the day has a low wait time. So does Living with the Land. All of that stuff. Even Frozen. If you don't care about watching Epcot forever, get in line for Frozen with about a minute or so to go in the park hours. You'll get right on. So again, it's all about being smart. You know, if you feel and you've budgeted for this thing, you know, and you want to pay for it, knock yourself out. But I'm telling you, unless you're doing Magic Kingdom Hollywood Studios, that's really about the only time you really need that sucker. It's just because those lines, like with Slinky Dog Dash, Rise of the Resistance, some of that stuff gets pretty unmerciful with their wait times. But even Rise, that's another one. You can, if you dedicate the evening to going back to Hollywood Studios, and let's say Studios closes at 9 o'clock, and you get in line at 8:59, 9:59, you're guaranteed a ride. I mean, unless it doesn't, you know, unless it breaks down for an extended time frame, but you're gonna ride it, and it's not gonna cost you a $20-some lightning lane either. So again, it's just strategy. It's all about strategy. Magic Kingdom can be done too with just the right time, you know, the right timing. Again, that's another one. I would avoid Seven Dwarfs Mine Train like the plague during the day, because it's one of those where everybody runs to get in line for it. And it's another one at nighttime. You know, if you get in line for it at the very end, you're going to ride much faster because, again, the lightning lane is not a factor once the park closes. So that's my tip for you guys. If you have any questions, ask below in the comments. Are you going to be here next week? Does this impact you? Let me know. And we're gonna get some more fun vlogs going. I hope you're all enjoying the most current one with the Discovery Island River Cruise. That was fun to make. And lots more to come. All right, you all have a good one. The future is what you make of it. Make it a good one. Each and every one of you. See ya.